It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 12th ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And out comes this quarterback who's certainly familiar to fans. It's the first game of his final season as he tries to make all that senior experience come into play.
Well, we've seen what this guy can do throughout his career, Chris, but you and I had a chance to talk to him yesterday, and sounds like he's eager to show people that he's taken his game to another level. Let's see how quickly he can get off to a good start here.
So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial for kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Frazier. That heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. It's a shotgun run call. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Taylor. That's enough to move the sticks. 1st down now from the 23. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of it. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Defense is coming after him. With the catch, it's Taylor.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Florida State Seminoles offense gets their first crack now. And they feature an experienced wide receiver who chose to come back for his senior season, Kirk, and add to what's been a really solid career so far.
Well, the best thing that this guy brings to this offense is knowledge of the scheme and the experience that he's been able to work with this quarterback. This defense better be ready because I think they're going to try to get him the football early and often.
And tackled after a small pickup there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Using his legs here. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. The Dogs looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on second and goal? Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. And he'll take it into the end zone. And here's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. The Seminoles will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Decides not to fair catch it, but he is... This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They're going to run it. Short game, but it's going to be the final play of the first period. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the receivers got it. Brought down, but broke the tackle. Produced a solid gain there. High completion sets up an important third down play. Toss play to the outside. Now here he goes. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
It's reeled in. It's Pittman. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. QB to the tight end for a completion. They make the stop at the 25, but it's first and 10 for this offense. The Noles will line up on first and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Headed for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now it's second down here. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. He's got it in the open. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
The offense really clicking here. First down, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's right. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it second and medium. He breaks free. He's swarmed by the defense. Critical third down play for this offense right here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up fourth down. And the Bulldogs will line up to boot it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. On the run, it's Davis. They stop him right at the 24.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. To bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up into the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Pulls it in. It's McCoy. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that completion. There's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I'll tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Crucial third down play right here. They're trying to run it with the option. Slides to avoid the big hit. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver makes the catch. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. This will be the 9th play on the drive. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. That string in a row. His passing game out of sync. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Dropping back, it's Stockton. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He has first down yardage at the 46.
His offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the pass is hauled in over the middle. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Georgia setting up with the 1st and 10 now. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Georgia.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Offense looking to throw the ball. And the ball is hauled in.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's caught. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Handoff from the shotgun. Has the first down and more. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far.
The Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. He's in the clear. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's McCoy.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. He made the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Direct snap. Defense ready for the wildcat. This is short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Touchdown, Florida State. They capped the drive with 6 points. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kurt, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the return starts just... loses the football. The scramble is on. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. To go with the ground game here, running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Pittman. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. And the Seminoles line it up with first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. It's a second and goal play for the offense. They'll try the option play here. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver. Off the incompletion, it's third and goal from the 1. Can they try to run it in here? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Taylor. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Knowles. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the point after makes the lead 8. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. you to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And he keeps it. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure
and drop back at the 8-yard line.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. On the run here. Lets it go. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And they trap him for a sack. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. The distance will be from 36 yards away. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Choosing to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. And he's brought down out at the 46.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Running play called on 3rd and short. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Breaks into the clear.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A gain makes it second and medium. They'll run it with the draw play. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Knowles will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Receiver in motion now. Back to throw. It's Stockton. The receiver grabs it.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Bought some time, now lets it go. Good enough for the first down at the 37.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Oh, he makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Gets made down inside the 15-yard line. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great catch when they desperately needed it. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
He'll call for the fair catch here. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Davis. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A crushing play.
Black.
The shotgun handoff here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Seminoles will look to convert here on fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line of the 49. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running.
Now here he goes. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 7th play of the drive coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The clock is stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So on 4th down, out-trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they now have the lead here with time running out. What a moment.
Boy, there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here we go. Desperation time in the final minute, down 3. What can they come up with? He'll hand it off. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Breaks into open space. And we're able to get him down.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a 2nd down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. They'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38. Quarterback spikes the ball to stop the clock. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. 2nd down. They're going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. So a crucial 3rd down play. To try a field goal from here would be 53 yards. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Frazier.
Well, a quick short throw here. Not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance. But they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
He knocks it through with confidence. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Ball handed off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
First and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. Tackle's made quickly, but they are knocking on the door at the 8-yard line. So here we go. The offense has 1st and goal here in overtime. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And the defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1. So here we go. The coach rolling the dice, going for it on 4th and goal here in overtime. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. 4th down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. To throw, it's Stockton. He escapes the pocket. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. Georgia now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Great connection there to move the sticks. With every completion, this offense just builds more and more confidence.
1st and goal, handoff. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. 1 man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pump over the middle. It's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up the first down down in the red area? Beautiful play.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. He's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. Sacked, dropped at the 3. Looks like a player is down injured at that. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Looking for some space. It's Frazier. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
What a job by this defense to come up with that stop. Good job of pressuring the quarterback. And now, big decision for this offense in overtime. Do you go for it to try to eventually get the touchdown, or do you settle for 3 in the field goal? Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they line out now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. Quick throw to his receiver. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Makes a quick catch. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
It's a small game, but look who they threw the football to. The fullback. Nice to see him get his opportunities.
So third down and medium. Can the defense get a stop and force a field goal attempt? The pocket breaking down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. So now we'll have a field goal attempt. One of the biggest moments of this game so far. And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. And it's good. The kicker does his job, and we head to another overtime. Okay, so now we've got dueling two-point conversions from here on out to decide this game. Enormous pressure on every snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. No, they've stopped him. Great job by this defense, and the two-point try fails. So the defense does the job, and now this offense comes out for a two-point try to win the game right here. To throw, it's Stockton. And he gets in there to win the game. An overtime classic. Wow. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the field first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field.
Oh, a lot of space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Gets it out quickly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes a connection. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Noles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's loose. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll keep it himself. Fighting off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season. He's got it! They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players. Let's see if they can do that here.
They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's... From the gun, running back on the move.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Rivers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Fires to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll go right back to it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Give to the back. Crosses the 45.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big...
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Rivers. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now. Stopped at the 9-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Rivers.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, no! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Now, after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left play. Field in that first game, but so far today they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions, guys are stepping up, they've limited the mental mistakes, they haven't turned the football over. It's a different looking offense here in game 2.
Coming out with it, it's Young. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. A good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first down from the 30. To the air, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's strong. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ready? The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Carr. On a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
There he goes. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's strong. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Lost to throw again. On the run, still looking. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Got it in the middle. It's Davis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
The Seminoles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Signals for the fair catch and hauls. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Applewhite. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they're able to get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll just down it right there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.